Neither here nor there, you heard? Listen, y'all tell Meek Mill, come fight me. Tell Meek Mill I wanna fight that one-on-one, you heard? And I don't even got a trip about money and all that, cause I got more money than...
He thought the storm wasn't about him, until 6ix9ine dragged him straight into the fire. When the internet exploded with disturbing rumors about Diddy's infamous private parties, most people were watching in disbelief. But one name caught everyone off guard: Meek Mill. And it wasn't some wild fan theory pulling him in. It was 6ix9ine, armed with receipts, venom, and a long memory. Out of nowhere, he threw Meek into the middle of it all, exposing not just petty beef, but secrets that had been brewing for years. What started as a typical 6ix9ine troll session quickly turned into a messy avalanche of accusations, leaked audio, and jaw-dropping claims that had Meek scrambling to save face. But this wasn't just a random call-out.
That's the you pussy. That's the you pussy. Hey, you was security. This is security. That's security, nigga. You pussy. You gonna blow like this? Look, shut up. Shut up. And you with a cop. And look, you tight. And you with police. And you with police. Look, that cop. That nigga.
This drama didn't come out of nowhere. The tension between Meek Mill and 6ix9ine has been simmering since way back in 2018, long before Diddy's name ever started trending for all the wrong reasons. It all kicked off when 6ix9ine got scooped up on serious federal charges and cooperated with authorities faster than anyone expected. Names were dropped, testimonies were given, and the whole rap world watched it go down.
You a bitch here, right here, fraud on the ground like you was that. Baby, my shit, groovy in the lane, swerving with me, eating gat. Dog, real boss, make a call, you a bitch.
Meek was one of the loudest voices calling it what it was: a straight-up betrayal. He wasn't subtle about it either. Meek had always pushed the image of being real, standing for justice and prison reform, so seeing 6ix9ine take the stand like it was a performance didn't sit right. He even said in an interview that he tried to guide 6ix9ine, warning him that the energy you put out eventually comes back. But 6ix9ine didn't take it as guidance. He took it as a shot. And just when things seemed to die down,
I already know how we playing out this
Let's
real
go.
life.
Real life shit.
Nigga, Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
by 2020, whatever tension was left turned into full-blown chaos. Meek Mill tried to play the mature card. At first, he tweeted, he posted, he shaded, all in an attempt to silence 6ix9ine's wild IG lives and nonstop trolling. But if Meek thought a few tweets would shut 6ix9ine up, he seriously underestimated him. 6ix9ine clapped back hard, dragging Meek's personal life straight into the mess.
I'd have been like, all that you doing is stupid at this point. I know you might have got on from doing it and it worked out to be able to make some money, but I think you need to go down. I think you beefing with too many people right now. You putting the wrong energy out, and the world will deliver the energy that you putting out. Like, you delivering a gangster type of energy now. He locked up in the middle of some shit. So, you know, you gave out that energy, you kind of got that energy back. I seen him one time and I was like, yo, I'm gonna holler at you real quick. He was like, all right, I'm gonna holler at you in a second. And I was gonna tell him like things, not talking about prison, just like, yo, stop putting that energy out. You get money now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody wanna live like that. You can't live with 10 security guards forever.
He mocked Meek for having a newborn at home while still obsessing over him online, calling him pressed over a rainbow-haired rapper. It was brutal. Meek fired back with more tweets, trying to flex his street image and calling 6ix9ine a keyboard informant. But it didn't hit the way he thought it would. And once Meek tried shifting the tone to bigger issues, talking about injustice and grief in the streets, 6ix9ine made it clear he wasn't done throwing punches. He accused Meek of being a puppet for rich folks, saying the chaos he stirred was just entertainment for the elite. But what came next wasn't just words.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait, ha!
You didn't hear this?
No!
That's when things took a sharp left turn into disturbing territory. A former bodyguard came forward with jaw-dropping claims about a night at one of Diddy's private gatherings. And Meek's name was right in the middle of it. According to him, the scene was straight-up chaos. Drinks allegedly tampered with, guests passed out, hidden surveillance devices disguised in smoke detectors. And the mansion? It was a mess. Broken bottles, sketchy substances on tables, and a vibe that felt far from safe. The way he described it, the entire place felt like a setup. Every room locked, every move watched. This wasn't just another Hollywood party. It felt off. The most unsettling part? The bodyguard said Meek was there. Not just attending, but present during the night that's now under heavy scrutiny. And then came the viral video that broke the internet.
Champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the out. I don't drink, so I was playing that off like I don't drink. I smoke. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was like.
Just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any more surreal, a leaked clip surfaced and sent social media into full meltdown. In the now infamous audio, Diddy is heard calling someone daddy in a tone that made everyone stop and rewind. It was weird, unexpected, and layered with speculation, and somehow Meek's name got tied to it. The timing lined up a little too perfectly with the bodyguard's claims. Memes exploded. Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit ran wild. The internet turned Meek into the punchline of a joke he didn't even tell. And while some tried to defend him, most weren't convinced. The phrase, "you deserve it, daddy," went from cringe to viral overnight. For Meek, the damage was immediate, and his silence even louder. Faced with online fire, Meek tried to fight back.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Backed into a corner, Meek finally responded. But instead of clearing his name, he leaned into conspiracy. He claimed he was being targeted by bots, politicians, and shadowy figures trying to erase his voice as a king from the trenches. He framed himself as a threat to the system, someone too real to be left unchecked. Then he dropped a bomb. He said he spent $100,000 trying to uncover who was behind the whole thing. But that's where it got shaky. No receipts, no proof, no updates, just cryptic tweets and long-winded rants. If you've got the resources and your name's being dragged through the mud, why not show the facts? For most people watching, it didn't add up. And instead of shutting down the rumors, Meek's response made the noise even louder. But someone else had receipts of their own.
Sleeping right, we sleeping. Nah. We sleeping right next to each other. Pause. So like, what you like? You just not for real.
I get it, but
I slept right here. He slept right there.
While Meek scrambled to regain control, 6ix9ine did what he always does. He stirred the pot with precision. In a casual chat with DJ Academics, he dropped a line that was subtle enough to fly under the radar, but bold enough to light a fire. Talking about a night at Diddy's mansion, he said, "I slept right here." And he slept right there. It was calculated. No names, no accusations. Just enough for people to start connecting dots. With Meek's name already trending for all the wrong reasons, this was another log on the fire. 6ix9ine didn't need to scream. He just nudged the narrative, smiled, and let the internet do the rest. This wasn't just trolling. This was personal. Every time Meek tried to hand him an L, 6ix9ine stored it. And now he was throwing them back like souvenirs. Now the question everyone's asking? With rumors spinning and Meek saying less than he should, people can't help but wonder, was Meek caught in someone else's scandal? Or was he more involved than he wants to admit? The silence, the contradictions, the lack of real denial? It's all starting to feel a little too calculated. If you're innocent, why speak in riddles? Why throw out numbers and blame the system without ever showing proof? Why let someone like 6ix9ine, someone who lives to push buttons, take the lead in your story? Meek's usual fire was nowhere to be found. He didn't shut the story down. He didn't clear the air. He didn't deny the clips or the whispers. And when you leave that much silence, the internet fills it in for you. Whether it's shame, fear, or something deeper, one thing's for sure, he's no longer steering the ship. And that leads to the biggest twist yet. This story doesn't end with a clip or a tweet, it keeps growing, feeding off every whisper, every shady comment, every moment Meek avoids the truth. He went from being a voice for justice to being part of a headline no one saw coming. And with 6ix9ine dropping bombs with a smile, it's clear this isn't going away anytime soon. Maybe Meek was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or maybe, just maybe, there's more to the story than anyone's admitting. Either way, the fallout is real. His name is tied to one of the messiest, most confusing scandals the internet's seen in a long time. And if Meek thinks this story will blow over, he should think again. Because the internet doesn't forget. Not when there's video, not when there's shade, and especially not when 6ix9ine is still talking. So what do you think? Was Meek caught in the crossfire, or is there more to uncover? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you're here for the real, and don't forget to subscribe. Because trust me, the next bombshell, it's already on the way.